Hello and welcome to a new video. I'm Eline Klerk and I'm a Eurovision fan who makes weekly videos about the Eurovision Song Contest. And welcome to a new video and I hope you like it.
Hi, welcome back to ESC Fan TV. Guess who's joined us? It's James Newman. Oh my God, the UK's representative for Eurovision 2021. James, thank you so much for joining us this afternoon.
Thanks so much for having me. I'm really excited to be here.
Oh, it's our pleasure. James, you've been in Rotterdam now for a couple of days. How are you immersing yourself in the world of Eurovision so far?
It's been crazy, you know. We've just, I don't know, it's just, you know, being in the arena and being part of it and experiencing everything for the first time, especially after 2 years of waiting to get here. It's been amazing, and getting to meet fans in real life. That for me, that's a really big thing because you know the fans are the most important thing. So you know, getting off the bus and seeing fans at a distance, safe distance, it's been great. And just you know, getting on the stage and last night we did like a rehearsal in front of the audience, and it was, oh my God, one of the best days of my life.
Top man. It must be so much fun to finally make it to Eurovision. And can I just say on behalf of the UK, thank you for bringing an absolute bop to Eurovision this year. We are so happy. James, it is a weird year because usually every Eurovision artist steps off of the plane and is mobbed, literally mobbed by Eurovision fans. Wherever they go, whichever event they attend, they have tons of Eurovision fans. How do you mentally prepare for that this year? Because it is different for every Eurovision artist. What have you had to do to kind of get in that Eurovision spirit and in that kind of Eurovision focal point to be able to deliver on stage?
I think it's just, you know, it's been a big build up, and I've just been focusing on my performance and working on my vocal lessons and stuff, and just being, you know, doing as much as possible and immersing myself in the Eurovision world just to feel like I'm a part of it, because it's such a big, amazing, like celebration. It's like a big festival. So I'm just trying to fit into my place of it and be a part of it and just enjoy every minute, because I'm like, this time next week is going to be over and I'm going to be really sad. So I'm just trying to take every moment, just try and take it in and remember everything and look around and just, you know, be really aware of what's going on and just like soak it up.
Thank you, James.
Awesome. Hi, James. Lovely to speak to you, as always. Your entry includes the lyrics "Light Up the Room." A lot of fans have been singing that. So with that in mind, what is the energy and the vibe you want to create on stage if people haven't seen your staging or know nothing about it? What are you wanting to project onto the screen into millions of people?
Well, we wanted to just light up the room, pretty much. We started first rehearsals without any pyrotechnics, and they were always on the cards, and we were like, let's see what it looks like. And then we were like, wait, we need pyrotechnics. We've got a lyric in the song that says light up the room. So now we've got pyros and these massive flamethrower things that is like standing in an inferno, which is so hot. Last night I was like, whoa, but it's amazing. And so we just want to bring like fun and like just a party, really, like a good time. The whole idea behind my song is to just like for people to have a moment of escapism from a rubbish time we've been through. And I just want to have fun on the stage and soak up the feeling of the audience. And there's nothing better when the crowd's, you know, when you've got the crowd pumping and you're just feeling that energy. So that's what I'm trying to bring.
Great. Hello, James. You have been drawn the first half and many have been speculating that you might open the final. Have you thought what position you would like to draw, and how would you feel if you get the honor for opening the show?
I think for me, opening the show is the slot that I would love if I had the choice anyway. It just seems like what a privilege, and hopefully we can do it. I've been speculating, as in I've been putting it out into the universe, like, come on, let me do it, please. So I think the feeling, like, imagine that feeling of walking on stage. You're the first person to perform in the grand final of the year that, you know, a year after it was cancelled, and it's like, yeah. So I'm fingers crossed I get to open it. I think that would be a great place. But wherever I come in the running order, I'll be happy with, because I just get to get on there and have fun. But yeah, fingers crossed for the #1 spot.
Fingers crossed. Now, I'm really interested how you came to choosing Embers as the entry. So was Embers the one song you were focusing on for Eurovision, or did you have several that you could have picked from to submit for the United Kingdom?
I think I had about 15 that I could have picked from. I'd slowly been working on ideas like over the summer and into the autumn, but I didn't really want to make a decision or didn't really put too much effort in at first because I wanted to write the song as latest as possible to the competition, like the latest of the deadline, because I wanted to catch a feeling. I wanted it to kind of feel like now in every kind of sense, and I wanted it to represent the UK music scene. So I wanted to obviously write something that felt like what's on the radio in the UK now, and everything's like upbeat dance stuff. So that's why I kind of came to that conclusion. And yeah, when I was listening through all the songs, we spent a week actually writing in a COVID scenario. We did like a writing camp for a week, and Embers was one of those songs. But that week we wrote about 9 songs or something with different people. And yeah, but Embers was always the one that just kind of felt like the perfect song that I wanted to do. It had every ingredient was perfect. So yeah, it was a bit of a no-brainer, really.
So did you never even consider having them shortlisted, say 3 or 4 songs and the public could pick, or were you just like, yeah, this is the one, that's it, done?
We did shortlist them down. Yeah, there was about 3 that we. It's good to have like a contrast just to see as well, like just to make sure that you're not going absolutely crazy and being like, this is the one. You want to know that it definitely stands out against other songs that you think are really good. And then you can kind of critique them and do the pros and cons and stuff. So, and I'm lucky that I've got an amazing team around me. Everyone at the BBC knows, like Lee knows what he's doing. He's been doing Eurovision for 22 years. So he's like the master of Eurovision. And then obviously everyone at my label, know what it's like to make current hits on the radio. So I think I had all these amazing people around me advising me. So it really helped.
Great. Which 2021 artist do you want to write and release a track with?
Ooh, that's a good question. Well, me and Blas Canto have just done a duet of his song Voy Quedarme, but we've done the English version because I couldn't learn the Spanish. So we've done that. I really think Victoria's an amazing. I think everyone's an amazing artist, by the way, in the competition, and I'm not singling anyone out, but I think me and Victoria's voice would go really well, and I'd love to write with her. I think she's got a cool vibe. But I'd love to sing with Destiny. I think we'd go well together, like our voices. But I would sing with anyone in the competition because I think everyone's wicked.
Great answer. Whose staging is your favorite this year?
Whose staging is my favorite? I really like. I do really like Victoria's. I like how it's kind of really cool, and she's sitting on the rocks and stuff. What else do I? Oh, Tix is amazing. I love his big angel wings and stuff. Who else do I like? Everyone's is so. It's like so mind blowing to see everyone's staging and all these amazing concepts. Effendi's staging is cool. It looks really epic. But everyone, it's such a massive thing, isn't it? So I learned when I first started doing Eurovision that staging is like the big thing. So I love how much effort everyone's put in, and it's so good to see it in real life.
Love Effendi staging. Big fan of that. It's so good. Looks so good on screen as well.
Yeah.
Okay, so James, we now have a couple of questions from our fans for you. So first we have David from Portugal who asks, what inspires you to write your music?
Oh, my wife, who I love dearly. Inspiration for me comes from like traveling around, which has been hard in lockdown and stuff. But like I like to kind of look at like life around me or hear what people are saying. You know, like when you're walking down the street and you catch someone's conversation and you hear like someone say something, or you hear a saying on someone say something on TV, or you see like a sign somewhere, or you hear a song on the radio, and you're like just driving along, you're like, oh, I could write a song like that. So I get my inspiration from just things happening around me, usually.
Amazing. We've got a bit of a fun one here from Layla from the UK, who asks, if you could describe yourself as a biscuit, what would it be and why? Apparently, when they asked Siri, she answered a bourbon cake, and Sala Alto from Finland said a Finnish biscuit called a domino. So
Nice. I think I'd be a chocolate hobnob because it's like rough and chunky on the bottom and then sweet on top.
I love that answer. That is superb.
Okay, then we have a question from Jefferson in the Philippines. Were there any surprises in filming of Embers? For example, firework not working or a car breaking down, etc.
Well, I nearly broke my car. I burnt the clutch out because I was doing burnouts where you make the wheels spin and smoke. And then I was driving down the lane, but I did it loads because my red Mustang is a classic Mustang, so it doesn't like to be driven really hard all the time, and I was showing off. So it smelt quite bad when I got it back to the house. But yeah, and the fireworks, yeah, the pyrotechnics was crazy because I was surrounded by like crates of pyrotechnics, and there was so I was stood like here, and there was the line here, and all the dancers were there, and the guy who was running the pyrotechnics was like, no one's allowed to come past this line where I was stood. And I was like, but what about me? And he was like, oh, you'll be fine. I was like, oh my God. So I had to put in earplugs because it was so loud. And so I'm like trying to sing and perform, and it's like, boom, 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 boom. And I was wearing a faux fur jacket. And I was like, this is going to go up. I'm literally going to go up in flames. But luckily, it was all good. So yeah, it's really fun.
Sounds like you had loads of fun doing that, James. It's always the bits you don't see, isn't it? It's all where people kind of having a party, planning all this stuff, and then all you see is the kind of final result. And wow, what a result! Sounds like you had great fun in the actual build up to it as well.
Yeah, that's great. Yeah, really.
You're gonna have to do like a compilation clips of stuff we don't see, James, and post that online after Eurovision for us all to enjoy.
Yes, definitely. I'll do that for you.
James, as a Brit. And I've been watching the contest now since 1993. Sonia was the first year for me. Eurovision is still quite taboo. I always find it bizarre that when we talk about Eurovision in the UK, a lot of people go, oh, why are you talking about Eurovision for? It's this kind of uncool competition, except for the fans who absolutely adore it beyond anything else. You're a part of this community now. You're forever going to be a UK representative. And wherever you go, UK fans and Eurovision fans in general are going to love and adore you forever. I can tell you that now. That's part of the deal. That's what you signed up to. However, there are still people in the UK that go, well, Eurovision, what's that all about? Having experienced it for the past 2 years, something that very few UK representatives ever get to do. What would you say now to any artist thinking about potentially taking part in Eurovision?
I would say, why would you not do it? Like, it's absolutely amazing. I mean, from a kind of launching yourself as a new artist, the opportunity to do everything that I've done, like the press, the promo runs, the fans, the fact that you sing in front of 180 million people. It's the biggest non-sporting event in the world on the telly. It's like, if you want some promo, you should do Eurovision. But apart from that, it's just amazing. It's such a well-oiled machine. And for me, if you look at the people, the fans and everyone, it's a different competition now. It's more contemporary. Like, every artist is amazing. And we've just been trying to work on showing people that. And, Clara Amfo's just played Embers on Radio 1. Now, Clara Amfo's really cool, and she's playing Embers. Steve Holden from BBC Newsbeat has made a whole documentary about me, which is all over BBC, Radio 1 and stuff. Also, Scott Mills did a 10-minute piece about me on Radio 1 today. So, I think we're just trying to show the UK that it's cool, and like everyone else does in other countries.
They do. It's huge in every other country. This is the bizarre thing. In Sweden, they have 6-7 shows where they sell out 25,000-seater stadiums for this type of thing. It's incredible. And can I just say a huge thank you to you for trying to push us further forward as a nation in Eurovision. Your song is so good. Last year's song was great as well. this is a real banger, but it feels very current. And so massively applaud you for doing that. And it's the best of luck on Saturday night and also with your rehearsals. James, on behalf of ESC Fan TV, I'd like to say a massive thank you to you for joining us today. I know you're an incredibly busy guy right now, especially 2 days before your live performance in front of millions and millions of people. I'm not trying to frighten you, James, but millions of people.
No pressure.
but on behalf of our viewers, thank you so much for being a part of this and joining us.
Amazing. Thanks so much for having me on. It's been great to talk to you, and hopefully I'll do everyone proud on Saturday night.